Hey guys, welcome to BitBoy Crypto. I am your host, BitBoy. Today we're going to be doing something pretty unique, I feel like. Everybody's got their top 5 coins of 2019. Top 5 coins for December. Top 5 coins to moon. I'm going to give you my top 5 coins not to buy during a crash. So we're going to be looking at some coins that, in my opinion, you need to stay away from. Now, some things that will not be appearing on this list there are some projects out there that I don't like. A lot of you guys know that EOS is one that I'm not a fan of at all for any number of reasons. I can give you about 10 of them, but that's not the point. XRP is one that I've said is a great investment, but it's not my favorite coin. I don't like a lot of things about it as well. Those are not going on this list. This list is going to be things that I think you absolutely need to avoid, and I'm going to give you reasons why. So we're going to start out with number one. The number one coin to avoid during the crash buying is Bitcoin Cash SV, Satoshi's Vision. Now, of course, it is actually fake Toshi Craig Wright's coin. This is not actually Satoshi's Vision. That would be the original Bitcoin, as most people know. But there's been a huge war during the last couple of days and weeks regarding the Bitcoin Cash fork. Now, this is coming in at number one, and these are actually ranked from the strongest to avoid to the least to avoid, in my opinion. And this one to me is one, stay away from at all costs. Not only by investing in this coin are you investing into Craig Wright in a way, or at least helping to give him a platform, you're also investing in something that, even in the midst of this war, is losing. It's losing drastically right now to Bitcoin Cash ABC, as it is called, also known as the regular ticker symbol BCH. But this is one to stay away from all costs. It's not going to do well. This one, I believe, will probably be completely gone in the next 1 to 2 years, at least, if not much sooner than that. All right, guys, let's move on to number 2, Bitcoin Cash. No surprise here. Once again, a result of these hash wars. This one is down much further than other projects. Some of these have actually, if we go here to the 1 month chart, you can see that it has been on a steady decline, and then, of course, it fell off a rock like everything else. But Bitcoin Cash has not done well. Not only has the price gone down, all the prices have gone down, it's actually become neck and neck with Stellar for number 4 on CoinMarketCap. And that's not because Stellar has done super great. It hasn't. It's pretty much stayed consistent with where it's been. Bitcoin Cash has just totally fallen. Now, we can talk about the merits of Bitcoin Cash, the technology, what makes it different than Bitcoin, and none of those are really the reasons why I say stay away from this. The uncertainty, and this is what boils down to everything in this top 5 here, is uncertainty. With Bitcoin Cash SV and Bitcoin Cash ABC, there's so much uncertainty in the future of which one of these projects is going to succeed, and then how much damage is being done to both of these coins by this war. It's making people turn and just sour on both of them completely. And for those reasons, I don't know if either one of these are going to be able to come back. And I do believe that we will see Stellar permanently pass Bitcoin Cash ABC, also known as regular Bitcoin Cash. But in my opinion, this is definitely one to stay away from. Next, Tether. Okay, right. So you guys are saying to yourself right now, of course, who would invest in Tether? No one invests in Tether that's not a super billionaire that thinks they're going to actually be able to get a return on the investment. No, that's not what I mean when I say stay away from Tether. I'm not saying stay away from stable coins completely, which I don't use stable coins. They're not my cup of tea, if you will. I'm just going to invest in Bitcoin and write it down if I have to. But every time I've tried to Tether, it always ends up backfiring on me. So I just use Bitcoin when I want to pull out of something. But Tether specifically is not where you want to be holding your altcoins. There actually has just been an investigation opened, I believe by the SEC, don't quote me on that, but there has been an investigation open on whether Tether and Bitfinex pumped up the price of Bitcoin to $20,000 during the last bull run, and if they did so illegally. Because of that, we are now putting eyeballs onto Tether, which I've told you guys is a scam for a long time, and to stay away from it. Bitfinex is also an exchange I will not use. The beginnings of it were shady, continues to be shady, but Tether is one not to put your money in. If you are going to Tether we use Tether as a verb now, right? If you're going to place your crypto into a stable coin in order for it to maintain its value while maybe crypto goes down so you can jump back in at a later entry point, then I understand, especially if you're a swing trader, doing that. However, Tether is not the one because of the uncertainty, once again, on what this investigation will bring and just the general popping of the Tether bubble, which I believe will come one day. I don't think it's going to be as harmful as many people think that it will, but I don't think it's going to be good. So, okay, guys, moving on to number 4 here, we have Bikecoin. Now, Bikecoin is one that is a scam. It's a straight pump and dump coin. We've seen it over and over and over again in the chart. And why do I bring this up when everybody pretty much knows this is a scam? Why do I even need to list it? Well, for some reason, it continues to stay in the top 25, top 30 of cryptocurrency. So there's obviously some people out there who are investing in it. It has been delisted from several exchanges. And that's because the exchanges don't like what Bikecoin is bringing to the table. And many of them believe also that Bikecoin is a scam. So what I want to show you guys in this is if you look at the all-time high or the all-time chart here, you'll see it's had several large pumps. It had pumps even within the bear market. This right here would have been the big pump last year during the regular bull run. Of course, it had one right here, and then it had one right here too as well, which would have been in May. And it was last month that it was delisted. We come out here and we look at the 3-month chart here. You'll basically see this is when the delisting happened and the price started dropping considerably. And then it's maintained for a while, which has been really, really fishy in my mind. However, now look at the volume. The volume is almost nothing, okay? So when we really start looking at this chart and we bring up, like, let's say the 7-day chart, you might look at this chart and say, oh, it increased in Bitcoin value. And it's Bitcoin to Bikecoin levels have gone up, and that's a good thing. Well, it's important to understand the history of the coin that you're looking at. You can't just look at a chart and say, oh, this chart is really good, I'm going to jump in on this. The reason why I bring this up is because you guys got to do your own research, know what you're investing in. If you looked at this chart and somebody said, hey, check out this Bikecoin chart, you might feel like, oh man, this one's at the bottom, it's a good time to catch it. No, this is definitely one to stay away from. Once again, the uncertainty of the scam project is something that you definitely need to stay away from. Now, if you look at the volume here and you don't look at the lifetime volume, it looks like the volume is picking up and is pretty good. So just make sure that when you guys are investing in coins, that you're investing in some coins that you know the history of, that you have an idea of what it is, not just investing into 3 or 4 letters like we saw last year. So for number 5, I've actually got 2. And these might upset a few people. I don't think any of the other ones are going to upset anybody other than, of course, maybe the Bitcoin Cash people, which are few and far between. But I'm actually going to say NEO and Ethereum. So once again, these are not bad projects, okay? What NEO has done in the past, going from Ant shares to NEO, big gains last year, it's been a good project, okay? However, in my personal opinion, the memorandum of understanding between NEO and Ontology that was signed several months ago was really a blow to NEO because now a lot of the NEO team is working on Ontology because that memorandum of understanding allows them to do that. If you had 2 fine racehorses, right? If you had 2 great racehorses, but you only had one team to take care of it, you would have to choose which one you wanted to run in the Kentucky Derby. You couldn't split your team because then you wouldn't be giving the best care to your racehorse. So you would have to choose which one you want to put all of your investment into. And I believe that Ontology has been chosen as the next NEO, if you will, even though Ontology is for enterprise, it's more enterprise focused, but it seems as if it's getting the focus of the team. I'm not saying NEO is bad. What I'm saying is regardless of whether or not this is 100% accurate, this is what people are saying. And this has created uncertainty for NEO's future. NEO has been hurt very bad. Everything has, but it's fallen much further than Ontology. It's reached prices that are almost unfathomable, sitting at $9 right now. Absolutely insane. I remember when it was $200 a piece, and I had like 14 of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got 14 NEO. That's so much. And now it's at $9, and 14 is around 115 bucks or so, somewhere around there. Maybe my math is wrong on that. Maybe 150 bucks, but whatever it is. The point here being is that in my mind, this has created uncertainty, and I'm not sure that NEO is going to be able to bounce back at the same rate that some other things are going to bounce back at. Now, when we look at Ethereum, once again, I don't think Ethereum is a terrible project. I mean, it's done so much for the space. It's actually been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal here for crypto. I mean, back in the bull run, obviously it's been number 2 for a long time. Now it's coming in at number 3. I think XRP has permanently passed it now. But the thing about Ethereum is, once again, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding it. When people look, if you were to go and you were to look at CoinMarketCap right now, and you were to look at the top 10, okay, you would say Bitcoin obviously isn't going anywhere. You would say XRP obviously isn't going anywhere. You would say Bitcoin Cash, that one's got some question marks. Stellar's not going anywhere. EOS has some question marks. Litecoin is not going anywhere. Cardano, Monero, and Tron, even down to number 11, are all pretty, in my opinion, pretty solid projects. You might disagree with Tron, but Ethereum is the one, when people are looking at all of the losses that we've been going through, Ethereum seems to be one in the top 10 that people are skeptical that will be able to bounce back as hard as the other coins will. Now, of course, right now you look at it and it's, had a 5% gain today, and that's great. The problem with Ethereum is it's consistently lost Satoshi value much more than other projects have. At one time, Ethereum was 0.1 of Bitcoin. It was 1/10 of Bitcoin. Right now, it's closer to 0.02 of Bitcoin. So it's continuing to lose its Satoshi value, and that really is what is so troubling about Ethereum. And so for me, well, it looks like it's 0.03 actually it's coming in right now, closer to 0.03 than 0.02, but that's a far cry from 0.1. So even though all coins have lost value, the Satoshi value of Ethereum has been so low that, in my opinion, this is one I'm not buying right now. On Coinbase, I bought Litecoin, I bought Bitcoin, I bought Basic Attention Token, I bought ZRX, okay? I bought all of those, but I have not bought Ethereum, and there's a very specific reason for that. So I'm telling you guys what I'm doing, what my thoughts are. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is all my personal opinion, but NEO and Ethereum to me are kind of like 5A and 5B. They're not two projects I'm trying to FUD by any stretch of the imagination. They may be able to prove me wrong, but these are two that I think are good projects, but the uncertainty of them has me questioning whether or not they are good buys in this market. So that's all I got for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm wrong, or are there some other things that you would add to the list? And I would tell you, make sure when you're adding something to the list and you're saying, oh, this is one to definitely stay away from, it's not because it's a competitor token of something you own. It's not something that you just hate, you don't like the founder of, you don't like different parts of it. You might say, people call everything a scam token. Like, oh, VeChain's a scam token, this is a scam token, whatever it might be. Don't do it for those reasons. Let me know if there's like an actual reason why that's a good project to avoid during the crash. Don't just throw random coins out there because you don't like them. That's a big difference between what I'm trying to bring to you guys in this video with 5, really 6 coins that I would stay away from during the crash, and some things that might seem personal. None of this is personal to me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, BitBoy out.